I think you got to go with who you fall in love with when it's that close. I think he's going to be a really good pass blocker. He's a high floor guy, and to me, that's my preference for O linemen, especially in the first round, is high floor over high ceiling, and that's what they went with.
But see, the problem, and I've been saying this to everyone I talk to, all the Giants fans. Yeah, I get Andrew Thomas is probably a little bit better at pass blocking than Jedrick Wills, but Jedrick Wills is miles ahead in terms of run blocking and getting to the next level. He's much better at that. So the drop-off from Andrew Thomas to Jedrick Wills pass blocking is very slight. The drop-off from Jedrick Wills to Andrew Thomas, everything else, is much bigger. That's my thinking. That's why I definitely would have gone Jedrick Wills. If I ranked them, it would be Wills, Thomas, Becton, Wirfs. But I know you disagree with that and you like Wirfs better, Dan O'Shea. But still, they got one of the two top offensive linemen in the draft. They fucking won. They deserve to be praised for that. And then in the second round, pick number 36, they went out and got a safety that honestly probably could have been drafted in the first round. Probably should have. I mean, Xavier McKinney, safety out of Alabama. Giants clearly realize that their big problem is offensive line because then they go with Matt Peart from UConn, the tackle. They also realize that secondary is a problem, and Darnay Holmes from UCLA I think will fit them very nicely. Then they draft Shane Lemieux, the guard from Oregon, your guy.
Yep, good guard.
And then they draft a pretty good linebacker named Cam Brown from Penn State. Then Carter Coughlin from Minnesota. In the 7th round, good pick in the 7th round. I don't know how good he's going to be. I liked what I saw from him in Minnesota. TJ Brunson, fucking steal in my opinion, getting him in the 7th round. Linebacker from South Carolina. Then Chris Williamson, cornerback from Minnesota. And then to finish up the Giants draft, Tay Crowder, linebacker from Georgia. So they took 3 linebackers, 3 offensive linemen, 2 corners, a safety, and a defensive end. They pinpointed what their issues were, and they were like, all right, we got to make sure we get this. We got to make sure we get this. We need to light a fire under DeAndre Baker now. And they did it. Overall, successful draft. Best draft? Probably not. I see some players that I think they could have done better with. I feel like they needed a wide receiver. Maybe Gabe Davis here would have been a good pick. Donovan Peoples-Jones. Oh, yeah, right there. Imagine the team, the wide receiving core of Donovan Peoples-Jones, a fucking big-ass body wide receiver who wants to play physical. Sterling Shepard and Darius Slayton. That's a good fucking receiving core.
Yeah, I'm pretty much in full agreement with you. I think it was a very solid draft. I think they could have maybe gotten a receiver, or the other thing that the other need that they didn't address was an edge rusher. That being said, maybe they're in the running for
they did.
Clowney, or
no, they got Carter Coughlin from Minnesota, the defensive end.
I thought he was why did I think he was a linebacker?
I don't know, because they drafted a fuck ton of them.
Yeah.
Probably. No, he's a D-end. Like, okay. Is he the answer? Probably not.
I'm not really familiar with him.
Yeah, he fucked Penn State up in that Penn State-Minnesota game. That's the real reason why I know who he is.
Okay, interesting. So maybe. Okay, so probably could have used a bit higher of a pick on someone perhaps that'll be that would be more of a better prospect, but maybe they saw him as a steal.
Oh, he is. He definitely is.
Okay.
he fell right into their laps, basically.
Okay, but yeah, I loved their O-line picks. Lemieux, I think, is definitely going to start on their line this year as a guard at some point. I don't know if he'll start right away. They very much needed O-line. So they didn't do a whole lot with their O-line in free agency, so they hit it hard in the draft, which was a very good move. So I give them a A- B+ range. I think it was very solid. Hit a lot of needs, got a lot of value, especially with that McKinney pick.
That's the pick right there for me. That is the pick for the Giants. Xavier McKinney. That's putting them at a B+ for me. I don't know if I'd quite go A- because they needed a receiver. They should have addressed defensive end sooner. I don't know if I can give them that A-. Definitely a B+. Sports Illustrated gives them a B, which I think is just way too low of a grade for them. Tony gives them a B+ as well.
Yeah, I'll say B+ for the reasons we said, receiver and more capital on defensive end.
I feel like they also could have used a high pick on a tight end because Evan Ingram's not happy with the Giants. It's likely that he's going to move.
They can always trade him. You know, is he going to hold out this year? It's a little early still in his contract for a holdout, I think, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't think he's threatened to hold out or anything. I think he's just unhappy with the Giants and wants to move on.
Well, maybe now that there's a potential offensive line and, Jones will have some more time to throw to him, maybe he'll be a little happier. But I don't think they need to address tight ends. I think they can do that next year if they're still unhappy with that.
There were rumors of teams offering picks for Evan Ingram. One of the teams that was mentioned was the 49ers with that 30th overall pick, or 31st, whatever, 31st, would have been a good spot to try and get Evan Ingram so they can run their two tight end set, but didn't happen, obviously. So, Dan Beebe, Giants draft, so far we're pretty much all in agreement, B+. Sports Illustrated says B.
It says B+.
Okay. All right. And that brings us to the Washington Redskins, a team that, I don't know if you know this or not, but I own them. Yeah, so, Redskins, all right. I really want to... I'm just going to pull up their roster really quickly. And I want you to listen to this fucking Washington defense. Because it is fucking insane. All right. We're going to throw in Chase Young because he's the player that they drafted with their first pick. Let's go to depth chart. So, defensive ends for the Washington Redskins. All right. You got Chase Young, who I'm sure is going to be day one starter. You don't take a guy number 2 overall and not expect him to be a starter immediately unless he's injured or whatever. So let's go defensive end. That gives you your defensive ends. Oh, how old is this? Oh, no, there it is. All right. So your defensive ends are Chase Young, Montez Sweat. And, you got Daron fucking Payne. All right. You got Jonathan Allen, who's coming back. You got Matt Ioannidis. Then you want to go to the linebacking core. You got fucking Cole Holcomb. You got Ryan Anderson. You got John Bostic. All right. In secondary, you got fucking Landon Collins, Fabian Moreau. Like, this team is fucking loaded on defense. All right. So now let's get into who they drafted because Jesus fucking Christ, did the Redskins kill it. All right. First pick number 2, Chase Young from Ohio State. Absolute fucking monster. No better option for them to have picked. All right. Third round, because they didn't have a second round pick, Antonio Gibson, wide receiver from Memphis. Very underrated. Memphis was a great fucking team. Power running team with great receivers as well. Antonio Gibson, awesome fucking pick. Sadiq Charles, the tackle from LSU, off a national championship. You get him in the fourth round. All right. Good for you. Especially because you just lost, what's his name? Trent Williams. That day. They lost Trent Williams that day, so they had to address it. Then what? You feel like drafting another wide receiver, so you just go get the best small school wide receiver, and Antonio Gandy Golden from Liberty. All right. Fucking A, man. You're killing it. Okay. Keith Ishmael. I like San Diego State. Don't like him much. Khalik Hudson, linebacker from Michigan. Fuck Michigan. Cameron.
He's not bad.
No, he's not. Cameron Curl, Arkansas, the safety from Arkansas. Okay, fine, whatever. Not a great pick, not a bad pick. Then, their final pick, 229, James Smith Williams, defensive end from NC State. Good fucking pick. With the 7th round pick. He's a great pick there. I could have even seen him going sooner if they had a 6th round pick. Could have seen him going in the 6th round. They get him 7th round. Not with their first 7th round pick, but with their second 7th round pick.
Yeah, he's off injured. Great guy to pick in the 7th. High ceiling, low floor. It's a coin flip very much, but he's got, he could potentially be a great DE.
Again,
only one
7th round pick, you expect a low floor.
Exactly. That's exactly what you're doing. Those are your dart throws, and that's a great dart throw. The only pick I probably disagree with you a little bit is I didn't love the Gibson pick. He's dynamic, but I don't know how he's going to fit in the NFL. And I think they could have gone with a few different players at 66 that might have fit their team needs a little bit better. I don't hate it though. It's not bad, but in my opinion, it wasn't great.
Well, I feel like the reason I like him more than I like other wide receivers they could have taken here, like Donovan Peoples-Jones, like Chase Claypool was already taken. What's his name? Gabe Davis. He can do more than the others. Like, the others, we know what they are. They know what they are. Antonio Gibson has much more of a range. He's not just a run down field, jump ball, catch it, catches everything. He can run routes. He can fucking do... He can do everything. Isn't great at any one of those things, but good enough at all of them that it's a risk I'd be willing to take.
Yeah, and that's fair, especially given that you've got Riverboat Ron as your head coach now, who I think is pretty good at determining his players' strengths and trying to utilize them. That's the only one I kind of disagree with you on. Everything else, I'm pretty much in full agreement. I liked Charles at LSU. I thought that was a great pick. Gandy Golden, great pick. The absolute steal at 142. Keith Ismail, I thought was not a good pick. Could have gotten picked on like day 7 or round 7.
Say day 7. I missed some days.
Or might have even gone undrafted. I didn't think that was a good pick.
He would have been drafted. He's a quality center. He wouldn't have made it past round 7.
Hudson was a decent pick. Nothing to hate there.
Except Michigan. Fuck Michigan.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly where I was going with that. Except for the team he comes from. Curl is pretty solid. Probably a depth guy for secondary, and
yeah, especially with Landon Collins as your starting safety.
And Smith Williams, real solid dart throw. So I definitely very much liked the Redskins draft outside of really just Ishmael, and I didn't love the Gibson pick.